Hello, YouTube. This is Chaos Ripper, and this is another episode of Dark Cloud. Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I know it's been like 5 months. But before I even get started, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, wonderful, fantastic day. I'm hoping everything in your life is going in the right direction. And yeah, a lot of change has been happening in the last 5 months. So I'll give you a quick rundown. One, same stuff that was going on 5 months ago, to a certain degree. And I have no complaints or anything like that. I am a heck of a lot better. I'm a world of a lot stronger, and I'm just having a good day. So, quick update. I ended up getting a computer desk. Man, I've been waiting. I have been waiting for this computer desk. And it was a blessing. It was a straight up blessing by some really good friends. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just wanted to share just at least share the blessing with somebody who needs it. Long story short, I ended up accidentally breaking a desk, and it didn't work out right. So I literally was trying to chase the internet, trying to find another computer desk, a little bit shorter, but just try to replace the one I broke. Because I took it apart and then I put it back together, and it was just a lot of So, and man, the repercussions of that, it fell on my foot. It was horrible. Hands down, it was horrible. I was so out of myself at that time. Yeah. So anyway, I think I did all this for the most part. So hold on. I'll continue it in a second. Why am I? Because let me, before I get into that, let me push this forward just a little bit. Because I know everybody wants to hear, see this, and I don't want to have to be going minute, going on without having something going on. Let's just start Gotta be starting something. Let me turn this down. Because every time I gotta turn this down a little bit on my TV, because my TV gets recorded on this mic. So anyway, I basically put another desk together that was supposed to go in my room, right? And with the other desk breaking, I was like, you know what? Just take my desk, and I'll try to find something else. And then I found the desk that they were using, but just a little bit shorter. Something that'll hold them off for a little while. And they used my desk. And then just so happened, I guess they didn't want it, so I just kept that other desk in here. And now I have a computer desk officially. It's not special. It's like a little L shape. And I'm sorry, the phone went off. I love it. It doesn't have anything special, no extra desk or anything like that. It's just cup holder, not microphone holder, brain is not working. My headset holder, and yeah, it's just right in the corner. I literally now don't have to worry about boxes. I don't have to worry about boxes in the way. I threw all those away. It nicked my finger, and I don't have to use a dinner table. Well, not dinner table. A small folding living room contraption table, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I say literally, I used to try to do this on one of those exercising balls, like the big gray ones. Oh God, I don't care how bad this sounds. Literally, I'm moving back and forth and bouncing on this thing like crazy. I said, no, I'm a grown man. I am not twerking on this ball. No. And luckily enough, another blessing popped off from another coworker. This first one came from, legendary friends. Appreciate it. Second one came from another legendary friend from my job. and I got to give him props. Actually got an actual, as you can hear it, a chair. You know, my chair. First one I ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? So technically speaking, this is my first, in my 40s, my first computer chair and my first computer desk. You know? And I was going to try to get a monitor, but I was like, you know what? Forget it. I tried to do the whole setup, but the monitor I was going to use is too old. So I said, forget it. I just threw my TV over here and called it a day. My apologies for the long talk. I just had to get it out. So, but yeah. So, sorry for the long rant. I'm just too excited. I mean, I'm finally back. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to do this. Oh my goodness gracious, man. And this isn't even my personal playthrough. This is my, for you guys, this is my second. Even though it shows up as my first, this is my second. My first is the other one. I think I got like umpteen. I think the time just lapsed out. So I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to kind of show you guys something. I think it's in the storage areas in each village, right? Each village has a storage area, right? Where you store all your stuff. The serpent sword and the bone sword right here. I'm not gonna try to say that because it sounds weird. You need at least one or the other to go into like an evil sight, whatever. It's an evil sword. I call it what it is. And then the evolution of that gives you Great Drain Seeker, right? You want to make sure you get 6 of these. I know if anybody plays this game, they're gonna just speed through this and just, if I see it, blah blah blah, I'll call it a day. No, if you get 6, keep 6 of these. Okay, don't throw them away. All right. Second, even though it's great to get kitchen knife, honestly speaking, it's better to get it's better to get thirst on your weapon, because, and I'm just not, this is a personal opinion, because when you get rid of an enemy, you automatically get like like a drop or two from the enemy. Okay, so if you fight in this game, you're gonna be how can I put this? You're gonna be grinding like crazy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're gonna grind like crazy. Okay, so if you're gonna do it, you might as well, your sword or your spear or your whatever, your weapon is going to get stronger. You know what I'm saying? And the best thing I would say to do is, if it's gonna get stronger anyway, you might as well get something that every time you take out an enemy, you just get, extra droplets. I mean, there is a caveat of thirst, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I mean, I've literally, let me see how, perfect example, wait a minute. I don't want to use it on this bomber dude, because I kind of hate them. And I know my mindset was a little bit different than what it was back in the day, but let me see if I can prove it. Yeah, you see that? Let's see if I can get, it's bombers. I really don't like these dudes. I really don't. But it is what it is. Actually, let me do that. Try to get something first while I got this sword. Okay, let's see if we can run through some of this. Try to complete a lot of this. And sorry for the noise in the background, if there is any. I really don't like these dudes. And you still get hit. Whatever. Ah, good. But you get this. Awesome. Is there another one? Yep. Let's get it over and done with. You see, but you know. See if I can find. Do I have a banana? How I didn't get hit, I don't know. Let me see if I got a banana around here. Like an actual banana, because they usually take a lot of your thirst away. Like, they give you thirst like crazy. Let's see, another thing. Well, yeah. So, yeah, I'd rather have thirst in my weapon. I mean, I'm probably going to switch that up anyway. Also, for me, I mean, any way you want to set this up is totally up to you. But I try to keep these filled up with these because I make mistakes. I store these level ups until I really need them. I sell most of my bait. It depends on how you play, okay? Poison, depending on if you want them there or not, it's up to you. One thing, and I wish I would have did this early on, but I didn't. If you are going for, let's say, these, let's see if I can organize this. If you are going for breakers, I don't necessarily know what the bombers give you, or the bombing, whatever, give you, but different enemies drop these. Now, in the beginning, you're going to probably, how can I say this without sounding weird? You're probably not going to get metal. Like that, it's going to be metal, and I think it's metal, and I think mage. Let me see. I'm trying not to do too much. You know, trying to be as educational as I possibly can, but keep this interesting as possible. Let me see. Yeah, you're not gonna get metal and plant. You can get dragon, beast. Fly is hard to get. I'm not gonna front. Fly is hard to get. Undead, not hard. Fish, definitely. Metal, definitely. Mimic, not that hard. Plant, definitely. Metal is going to be your biggest problem because you can only get metal on shipwreck majority of the time, and you need to do that usually. And from a cost analysis, buy a bomb, a regular bomb. You throw it at the little cannon enemies. Automatic metal majority of the time. I'm saying a lot. I'm trying not to cuss. Not gonna front. I'm trying not to cuss. Also, when it comes to leveling up, check these out. I can probably put this back because I'm not gonna do anything with this. Do that. You see where, like, I'm not saying these are the actual stats. I know I messed with this thing like crazy, but let's say for whatever reason I need fish. I need, and let's see, the next highest would be the mage, anti-mage. So I need marine and anti-mage, right? Automatically, they're only going to give me about 60%. So if it was at 100, they're only going to give you about 60. If you're not too keen on the math, just cut it in half and then take a little more away. Okay, so this will be like 8 or 7. Let's see, 20 is like what, 14, so maybe 12 or 13. 3 or 2, that kind of thing. Also, same thing here. Your best bet to level up your main weapon in the beginning, yeah, come here. Go to dagger. Yeah, of course, it's probably best just to throw bombs at beast to get the beast stuff. But if for whatever reason if you don't feel like doing that, just know you probably get like one every. Yeah, you probably get one every time that you level this up by 5 and then break it down. Okay. This is what you're gonna mostly get the majority of the time. It'll be your ED your energy and your speed. And I'm sorry, your endurance and your speed. Okay, your attack won't go up that much, and your MP won't. Now, if you go to different people's weapons, they have different stats. You know, this one's more for fly. Hey, about 3 coming in if you want to do that. But you know, you'll get like a decent attack boost. And I'm just trying to make this as interesting as possible, but mostly for the educational purposes. You want attack? Go here instead of just going for these things. And these are hard to get on any level, whether you purchase them outright at some point in time or you work for them. Going from chest to chest, make sure they're not mimics. These, they only give you max of 3, but if a weapon already has it, go for it, you know? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, like I said, probably give you 2 at best, but the added bonuses here is awesome. Let's see, one more. I think she has hide magic. Yeah, right here. Perfect example. So yeah, you might want to go for the magic here. It was like 23, you know, and you might need the fire. And she doesn't have anything else for the most part. But depending on which weapons you choose, like you can go here, right? Let's say you just need 20 ice, right? If you can buy it. Spend the money. You'll get it back, you know. I'm trying to go to other people and see what they have right quick. I'm literally just sifting through. See, look, remember, give you probably about 15, so about 12 on Mimic and Mage. Boom, you're ready to go. I mean, it's hard to get that stuff, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I mean, Fish, 16. She doesn't give you a lot when it comes to stuff. Like, it's mostly... Steve is annoying. Steve is good, though, when it comes to adding, you know, Rock and Mimic. There you go. Perfect. You know, this is usually the weapon you get. That and the little bone slingshot or whatever. But if you don't mind that, and you know, and then all of this pretty much came. I will say I don't remember all the way, but in my playthrough, let me say it that way. But yeah, in my personal playthrough of this, yeah, I use weapons to level up my stuff majority of the time. I'm sorry for the long teaching moment. I know everybody's too much in a TikTok kind of thing going on. So, you know, quick, easy, painless, blah, 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 and I'm trying. I won't lie, I'm trying. I'll try to edit it down as best I can, but I give no guarantees because I'm not good at it. But yeah, and the other thing is if I need, let me go in here. If I need abilities, or like if I don't want to use something to bring you back to life, like say this, yeah, I'll spend a little. These are like nothing once you start really getting into the game. It's better to spend the money here than anywhere else. I usually, for the most part, sell these right here. I sell these, probably sell these two also. This, I'm not gonna sell that. But yeah, like that's normal for the most part. I'm sorry for, trying to catch up and everything. It's been a minute. I've been trying to I've learned that getting older, you kind of give lessons just because it just comes from territory. You got, I'm not gonna say a large amount of knowledge, but you have okay amount. That is a secret door key. I will leave your discretion with that. Personally, if you got, I don't know how many, I think it's like 13, 14, 15 floors. I would get 15 keys all together and then go to secret areas. Reason being is that if you're gonna replay it, then you might as well, curse. I don't really care about curse. Because you know those secret areas you use with the key or whatever secret item. It's the reason why I'm saying secret item. Did I miss anything? No. There you go. But anyway, yeah, go into those secret rooms and stuff like that. You can collect a lot of stuff. And sometimes, you know, if you pick the right area, you can probably just level up your weapon and grind or get money or something like that. And if you have the steal ability, yeah, depending on what weapon you have, you can just keep stealing from some of the same enemies. And eventually, if that's what you're trying to do, you can sell those items if you feel you need to sell them and keep it. And sometimes you only have to go back to the shop and buy certain items like repair powders and things like that because you've gotten them from, you know, defeating enemies. And I understand that a lot of times when it comes to dealing with certain enemies, they'll give you that automatically. Poison, holy water, stuff like that. To me, that's worth its weight in gold. So no, you ain't got to go to a shop and do that. So yeah, but yeah, I would say personally, save these, save the serpent sword. Don't worry about this. Level up your ancient. Level up the sword that goes before this. Into this, have about 6 of them, and yeah, save these. If you find them, save them. Put them away. Don't bother with anything else. You know, if that you know, for the ability that you'll get later on, and yeah. Also, get 6 of her bandit shots. Bandit slingshots or whatever you want to call it. You can also have, he has a hammer, I think it's called Trial Hammer, more AP, but the negative is it's the opposite of his rich hammer. You know, it basically makes you poor. So I would say get the Trial Hammer from, I don't know, you have to go on the internet and find it. Find where you need to go. Get the Trial Hammer and do that. And put it in like the little rich hammer you get on her board in Queens. Break it down. Put that in the hammer that you buy at the weapon shop that she punked a boy in, and that way, once you officially, like, let's say, go up another level, and once you upgrade it, you'll have that ability taken away because you can't have rich and poor in the same weapon. I would personally say, and I've done this before, if it's a weapon that's been broken down and put into a weapon that's its opposite, after you upgrade it, the main ability that's already on the weapon will stay there. So if you want to put something, for instance, let's say you had crystal ring, right? And for whatever reason you found a crystal ring and it had big bucks, or I don't even like saying that. It has money sign, right? or bank sign, whatever you want to call it. And don't put it in a random weapon that already has pour on it. Okay? The best thing I would say do, if you know that for whatever reason you might have a hard time trying to find a certain skill or a certain ability in a weapon, if it's already on there and you want to fully negate it, put that weapon skill into another weapon that, because I want to say it's the right way. If the weapon that you have has a negative ability and you just want to get rid of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and or you're trying to add something of an opposite to it, the weapon that gets broken down and put in, yeah, for that turn they'll cancel each other out. But then when you upgrade it again, whatever's on your original weapon is going to stay there. So yeah, I've made that so long, and it just took 30 minutes to do so. I just love light. Yeah. So if this had pour and this was like this, then yeah, I could put it in here and then upgrade again, and you know, it'll be poor will cancel out rich, but eventually rich will come back once it upgrades again. I made that so complicated that I didn't mean to. But yeah, trial hammer, definitely a thing that you want to try to get. It's ways, you know, you can probably just put trial hammer into like I said, put in another weapon that has rich already, and that way it takes out the poor part, and then you just keep the good stuff. So yeah, trying to think. Just search through all the weapons that you have. Drench is okay. Personally, I'm not going to use anymore. Save these. One last thing, and I'll let this go. Each character has a skill, besides maybe one, has a weapon that has an ability that you probably gonna want. Okay, so just like this one had stop, and I believe the other one was for me it was stop and drain. Steal and later on heal. If I'm not mistaken, this one was, let me see, I forgot. My brain has not picked up yet. Yeah, I think the only thing he has two weapons. One you can buy, the other one you have to find. Rich and trial hammer, which is poor, and ABS. She just has steal, so two heroes or whatever. The person on this level has critical shot, I think, or critical. Oh wait, hold on. It's actually the first one. Okay. Yeah, so Gaga has critical and poison, and I think the other person I'm thinking about doesn't have anything. There's one last person that you're gonna probably get, as you can tell up here. Doesn't have anything, but he has an awesome weapon. So anyway, yeah, I'll try to cut most of that out and try to just lay the information out for you guys. if you, yeah, like I said, if you want to save time, yeah, if you want to save time in playing this game, I would say if you're going for certain abilities and, you know, that's what you're going for, please use the weapons. You know, put one weapon into another one. If you got a bunch of them, yes, it's going to take a bit of a grind, but it's a lot cheaper money-wise. And plus, some weapons you can't... Some weapons are just hard to find. And you saw how just then, how, you know, that could have been game over. That's why I usually put that there. And I believe most of these give you like AP of like 3 or 4. Even though the thirst is real. You know, the thirst is real. These just bug the crap out of me. So it's best to just either use a flying weapon or, you know, use something else. I don't know. I'm gonna put this away. I have 5 of these. I have 4 bone and 1 serpent. So, yeah, I'm going to switch out so I can kind of run through some of this. Because distance is my friend. Hopefully I edit some of this down. Oh, here it is. Man, trying to just catch up, man. It's just, man. Like I have like new hobbies that I've been trying to get into. I think my biggest problem, honestly, is, at least at the moment, is probably writing. Like, I'm not a good writer. Really not. And I know I need to practice that. Because I don't do it all the time. It's just not my thing. I know a lot of people... I didn't even know... Here's the thing. And this might sound crazy. I didn't even know comedians actually write their jokes. I had no idea. That's why they become movie stars, you know, writers, directors, and that kind of thing. You know, people in the arts... You would think it's all artsy, whatever, but it's like, no, they're writers. They write a lot. You know, it's all connected. You know, that's why like a lot of politicians start off as lawyers. It's a lot of negotiating, isn't it? But yeah, it's the thing. You know, I did find out that a lot of actors can't be comedians, but comedians can be actors because it's another skill set. Like, to make people laugh, you have to, and this is from me studying, you know, every once in a while, you know, I either pick up a book or, you know, listen to a podcast, something like that, and I've seen the Cat Williams Shade Club thing, so, and other comedians in general, where they talk about, you know, when they get on stage, it makes them feel a lot better. They can basically, it's like therapy for them, the majority of the time. So, but I do understand, like they have to tap into a dark place sometimes to bring those jokes out. And a lot of times, you know, if you talk to them, people think that, and it's like I said, just me studying, you know, people think that comedians are funny all the time. No, they're only funny a lot of times. Well, sometimes they are, but when they're having a normal conversation, they're regular people. It's just that they make things that are, they put a light on things that might not be funny, but then they turn it into something that is funny. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times it's really uncomfortable. Sorry, didn't mean to yawn. But yeah, I mean, it's a thing, and that's why they say a lot of actors cannot be comedians, but a lot of comedians can be actors, because you're basically writing your own script before you get on stage, and then you're performing that skit on stage, and then you critique it, plus you do crowd work, or basically a form of improv to make people laugh at you. So it's a lot of skills there, but actors do have a plus one most of the time. Sorry. Yeah, what happened? Man, he's really down on his luck. That's not your fault, bro. Come on. That is absolute. Oh my God, that is absolutely true. Like, you see some of these muscle bound guys, or these guys who can fight and do all this. Oh yeah, I'm really, really strong, but you're strong physically. That doesn't mean you're strong in every area. It's just, not trying to be funny. Going back to what I was saying earlier with weapons, those weapons are weak, but they have a special ability. You know what I'm saying? But to be more personal, yeah, you can bench press and fight and all this other physical stuff that makes you a specimen of great regard, but you might be dealing with some demons in your mind or in your heart that will just, it'll break a normal person down. Like, you can't be strong all the time, and you can't be strong in every area. That's what makes you human. He's teaching you a lesson. It's not the dog in the fight, it's the fight and the dog in the fight. Man, he is depressed. It's sad though, you know what I'm saying? Like, they give this weakness in people who look like him a lot, or they check off boxes when it comes to like TV shows. When it comes to, oh, we're being exclusive, but we're gonna combine the two, and since we don't want to do it for one set of people, we'll just do it for those who've been enslaved for like 400 some odd years. It's lovely. It's stupid. I'm sorry, it is. It really is. The systems are still here, in place. Sorry, I didn't mean to take it that route, but it's hard to look at sometimes, man. It really is. It really is. Have a blessed, wonderful, and fantastic day. Much love, much respect. Peace out, and keep your head up, people. Everything's gonna be all right. Trust me.